What's going on, everybody? SchuyGuy here with another video. We are checking out Slay the Spire 2. It is finally out. This is a game that I have been looking forward to for so long. Slay the Spire 1, phenomenal game. Defined roguelike deck builders. Whoa, censorship. And sparked and spiraled so many deck builders, dice builders, and so many other games after that. But we have Slay the Spire 2 in our hands right now in early access, and keep in mind, again, early access means that not a lot of the stuff could be balanced, might have some really overpowered stuff, underpowered stuff, and things that need to get tweaked and balanced past this point, based on player feedback and everything. So as you guys can see, a little bit of a difference here, single player and multiplayer. Slay the Spire 2 has a multiplayer mode, where it is a 4-player co-op. I have no friends that play this, as far as I know. But if any of my friends do play this and want to get on it with me, and run some games, I would absolutely love to. But for right now, we're going into, nope, hold on, back it up, single player. And there's 5 characters. Obviously we go, we unlock them as we go. I know that they brought back the Ironclad, the Silent, and the Defect, which I'm assuming is this one way over here, and probably the last character that we'll unlock. And 2 new characters, which is kind of like, there's like a Necromancer and then like some other, I don't know much about the other character. But for right now, we're going to start with the Ironclad. Starts last soldier of the Ironclads, crushes foes with sword and flame against his will. Starts with his relic, kind of similar to his playstyle in Slay the Spire 1. We will skip the tutorial because I'm fairly familiar with deck builders and Slay the Spire especially. Act 1, Overgrowth. So yeah, very we can draw on the map. That's awesome. That's funny. So that might be like some gimmicks and stuff like that for multiplayer. At the end of the act, you will fight Vantum. So that it must be the boss. So yeah, pretty standard stuff, similar pathing and, icons and whatnot, to Slay the Spire 1. So I think how we will start this out, maybe try and get to this shop over here on the right. Maybe an elite down the line. Let's go heavy combat on the right. Ooh. This looks so good. Yeah, pretty similar stuff. Again, Ironclad probably didn't change up too much to their playstyle and stuff. We're lagging a little bit. Alright, so we got some block up, did a little bit of damage, and put vulnerable on them. They're going to block and defend this turn. So let's hit him again, block. Alright, they lost their vulnerable, and they intend to buff this turn. So this is where we want to really kind of go in, and we should get the kill next turn. No problem. Alright, fight 1 down. Thanks to our relic, we heal for a little bit after each combat. Some new cards that we have not seen from Slay the Spire 1. Setup Strike, deal 7 damage, gain 2 strength for this turn. Tremble applies 2 vulnerable, and Blood Wall, we lose 2 HP, but we gain 16 block. Let's try Setup Strike, because it's still a better strike, and we want to cut normal strikes eventually. Strategic. Oh, this is the new icon for like giving status cards and stuff. So I think if we go Bash Strike here, we can cut 4 damage. We'll take a little bit here, but that's not too bad. All right, they gave Slimed an actual effect too. That's nice. Let's go Setup Strike, regular strike, and a defend, block some of the damage coming in. Alright, and I do believe, again... So, 8... I think it does... Yeah, this will get the kill here. Ooh, this is not a good hand. We'll just heavy block here. Exhaust the slime to get it out of our deck. This is actually a pretty good turn. We'll hit setup strike. 2 strikes, get the kill. Alright. So, anger is pretty normal. Inflame was normal. Breakthrough is new. We lose 1 HP and deal 9 to all enemies. I do like AoE quite a lot. Especially when there's like 4 or 5 enemies low health. Debuff. We'll just hit them hard here. Maybe get the kill next turn if we're lucky. What the... Shrink. So this is a new effect. While Shrinker Beetle is alive, your attacks deal 30% less damage. Damn. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna block. I'll take a loss 1 HP to do 6 damage, and then 4 here. As long as we get 2 strikes this turn, we'll secure the kill. No, if we don't have to use it, we won't. Fire potion. Potion's up there. Alright, we got Iron Wave, 5 damage, 5 block. Dismantle, deal 8 damage, and if the enemy is vulnerable, hits twice. So that's 16 if they're vulnerable, plus the vulnerable damage. So what is that, like 8 plus, so that's 12. So that's 24 damage. That's pretty good for a 1 cost. And then Cinder, deal 17 damage and exhaust the top card of your draw pile. Meh. Dismantle sounds like it could be fun. Maybe go for like a vulnerable archetype. Slippery. The next time Inklet loses HP, it only loses 1 instead. Huh? Oh, so you have to hit them a couple of times. You have to remove the slippery effect to actually do any damage to them. Damn, so that kind of throws breakthrough out the window a little bit. But if they lose it, do they get it back the turn after? We'll have to see. No, I think it's a one-time effect. Alright, we'll go... You're doing the most damage, so we want to eliminate you. We'll take 3 here. This still does 8 damage no matter what. Alright, we got Stomp. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. It costs 1 less for each attack played this turn. That's not bad. Shrug It Off is old, and Armaments is old from Slay the Spire 1. And still pretty much the same. Or is the same, I should say. If you, yeah, upgrade all cards. So what about you? 15 damage. And each attack drops its cost too. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oof. So we can go... This actually ain't going to be too bad, because we can go Setup Strike, Regular Strike, into the Stomp. That's a decent chunk of damage. Almost, what, 2/3 of his damage? Almost half of it? Alright. 14. So let's block pretty heavy here. I don't want to lose too much HP if I can help it. See how we can bash. Yeah, that's 24 damage if they're vulnerable. We'll take the 8 damage. Get the kill this turn. Nice. And the enemy designs, too, like, we've seen nothing but new enemies so far as well. And they all look so good. Um, I do like Rage, and it seems like we're playing... Oh, but Thunderclap applies the vulnerable. It's something else other than Bash, which is a 2-cost card that we could use. Ooh, yeah. Alright, and then we were going to go here. First campfire. Oh, this is so clean. I like how like smooth the fire is, and there's like space too. So like I'm assuming that when you get like 4-player co-op, like you'll have everybody kind of sitting around the campfire. We're at 56 out of 80, and we heal, so I'm gonna try and upgrade here. What's Thunderclap? 3 strength this turn's not too bad. 13 damage to all enemies is good. Ooh, but this will do 40? No, 30. 30. My math is off. So 30 damage on dismantle, actually. Yeah, we'll go that way. And left path. So we can check out the event too. I do want to see some of the events. What the hell is going on here? We got a big brute, like a ranger animal handler dude, and a crossbow person. Yeah, this doesn't seem fun. So I do think we should actually be able to get the kill on him to avoid the debuff. Oh. Yeah, you are hitting for quite a lot. Let's go Thunderclap into the setup strike and then stomp. Alright, this fight wasn't too bad. I'll say this much, like, I'm not like a Slay the Spire expert or anything like that. I played a decent chunk of it, like hundreds upon hours, you know, PC version. Got it on my PlayStation when they had that for free at one point. Bought it for my cell phone, played that for a good amount as well. Another way to apply vulnerable. But I never completed a lot of the Ascension stuff. Berdanis Nest. You spot an enormous shambling beast chase off an injured green bird. In the alcove the bird left from, a single unguarded egg lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. Eat the egg and gain 7 max HP, or take the egg and add a Berdanis egg to your deck. Kind of want to see what's up with this. You gently scoop up the egg and stow it, thinking it may hatch into something useful later. Hell yeah. Hey, I have your egg. Can we not? Por favor? At the end of its turn, gains a strength. Oh. Oh. Alright. This seems like a good time to use at least a potion. I'm gonna double block here. Oh, but are we gonna try and burst him down? This seems like a better turn. We can weaken. Yeah. Man, that dismantle card's really freaking good. 23 damage. Hey, I got your egg. Egg. We have 9. 21. Damn, we can't get the kill. We could if we use the strength, but I really don't want to just burn through my potions either. I'll lose an HP, hit a strike, we'll get the kill next turn. Alright. So we're below half HP. I don't like that too much. We got Vajra, where we gain 1 strength per at the start of combat, which is huge. Got a block potion out of it. Ooh, we got our first power card. Gain energy at the start of each turn. So I think that means we just have 4 energy to play with. Evil Eye. Gain 8 block. Gain another block if you have exhausted a card this turn. Or Bludgeon, which is 32 damage. Bludgeon's always pretty good, especially early on. But we're almost done with floor 1. And I feel like it's going to get harder and harder to get those kills. But Pyre does sound nice. We'll give it a try. We got ourselves our first treasure. Got a decent amount of gold and Gorget. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. Plating at the end of your turn, gain block. Plating is reduced by 1. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is pretty similar to, was it plating in Slay the Spire 1? I can't recall. Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed? Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance. But what if you plant and nourish it instead? We can eat it to heal for 9 and upgrade a card in your deck, or we can enchant a card with Sown. First time you play this card, each combat gain an energy. Oh, this is a new mechanic, enchanting cards, so it adds a little extra ability to each card too. Yo. Do we just make Dismantle free? Is that the play? Ooh, or... No, I think Setup Strike, because then we can play Setup Strike, gain strength, and then everything else we play that turn will have 2 extra damage to it. Nice. You scour the overgrowth and find a pot with good aeration. Then you trek around, searching for an untouched spot where light peeks through a cracked wall. Carefully, you reinforce the pot with bark and vine to camouflage it, fill it with loamy, nutrient-rich soil, and nestle the seed just beneath the surface. Finally, you gather dew from nearby plants and pour it over the soil. Grow big, little seed. Unknowingly, the sapphire seed attaches to you spiritually, thankful of your hard work. Hell yeah. So we get 4 block each turn, but each time we take damage, we'll lose one of those. And we have 1 strength to start off with now. So we're going to take 2 damage here, because I doubt we're going to be able to kill him. So let's start with Pyre. Dismantle will do 11, but this will do 10 to all. I think I'd rather do that. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. It was just a little slow on the... Alright. Do we... 13 plus 7. Yeah, that's not going to get a kill. So... I think we... at least block 1. Go 7 damage into 13 damage. Oh, excuse me. There's a little bit more plating and health. It's starting to get a little dicey on health, and I don't care for that too much. Will we go 13 plus 10, 23. I would rather take 8 damage than 14. I guess 6 because of the plating. Alright, so Setup Strike gives us back our energy. Alright. I need to stop taking so much damage. Ooh, Whirlwind. I have, what, 4? So this would be on turn 1, or like first card played, that would be 20 damage. I feel like we've added a lot, and we haven't really cut. Or we haven't really cut at all, actually. Now, I know I'm kind of low on HP, but I really want to see what's up with this egg. Yo! A 0 cost 14 damage card? That is huge. Definitely worth. Oh, we get a little fucking buddy. That's so cool. What the hell? Fuzzy worm crawler? You're creepy. Ah, you suck, though. You're gonna shrink me and fuck me up. So, we're gonna block it. So, yeah, we're going in. Fuck you. You're not shrinking me. Ah. Oh. So this is like a relic, but also a card. Upon pickup, gain the card Bird Swoop, and then a bird pip will accompany you in battles. Hell yeah. Um, Thunderclap, strike, strike, stomp. Huge damage. We did 44 that turn, thanks to the vulnerability, and then an uppercut will kill. I wonder if when we play the card, the bird will like go in and do something too. So we got ourselves. Oh, I should have used a potion. Honestly, I'm cool with having all of these for right now over the um whatever it was, skill potion. Rupture could be cool because we do have, what is it? Breakthrough. We also haven't added too much block either. Do we go strength build? Because we start with the plating, which will mitigate some damage. Yeah. And then we have almost 300 gold. Let's see what the shop looks like. Oh, this is so cool. He's got his own, like, little tent and stuff now. Yeah. Ha ha. What the hell is this? Petrified Toad. At the start of each combat, procure a potion-shaped rock. And it deals 15. So I'm assuming it takes a potion slot, but we can use it to deal 15 damage. We don't have any X cost cards. Shuriken would have been really good to get. Vulnerable potion and duplicator. Honestly, I kind of... Let's go card removal. We added a lot of damage cards, so we'll take out a strike. Omni Slice, deal damage. Damage all other enemies equal to the damage dealt. The wording on that is interesting. Vicious. Whenever you apply vulnerable, draw a card. That could be good, because we're going for kind of a vulnerability build. Alright. Let's save our money from here. We're gonna rest for sure before the boss, because I don't know the gimmick of him yet, or like how he works. He has 9 slippery. You suck, sir. I hope you know that. We'll rupture. Bird swoop. Oh, he does. He does a little hop. Alright. Kind of wanted to... If I uppercut, that weakens you. You still do 5. Damn. I mean, we'll lose 1, but then we're losing one of our plating too, which sucks, but... We just want to do a lot of small damage, I think, right now. Oh, and we also have breakthrough. Yeah, we have... Oh, wait, no. Breakthrough was the card I was thinking of before. Never mind. I will play one... This will block all of the damage coming through. Still take the 1 damage. What the hell? Wasn't expecting that. Okay. That sucks. I think now is the time for the energy potion because I do want to play Pyre. We will block as heavily as we can. And then setup strike was free. Ouch. Oh, and he puts wounds in the deck too. That's rough. Alright. Thunderclap. Breakthrough so that we gain the strength. And now... Oh, I did that so out of order. I should have burned through his Slippery and then saved Stomp for the last card. Alright, Uppercut will at least weaken. Dismantle is huge. And then... gotta take advantage of the vulnerability while we can. So yeah, he's getting ready for his big attack. We might not even live this, to be honest. I'm popping it. Because next turn, I think, is when he does his 27 damage. 29, yeah. Oh, shit. We're short by 2 damage? Damn, man. Yep. That's rough. Epoch discovered. You are slain. As you sow, you so shoot. As you sow, so you shall reap. Damn. Alright. Ironclad was turned into an inklet by the Bantam. Discoveries? Oh, right, because, like, you discover everything as you... What is it? What are epochs? Or epics? We didn't unlock anything on our first run. Unfortunate. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Niao. Play a single run to reveal this epoch. Chapter 5. Niao, the reopening. Mother of Resurrection, Niao, awakened from her slumber. Rise, champion, again, again. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. Okay. Oh. One epoch is waiting to be revealed. Bog rolls in. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. Hey! The Silent sneaks past the gate wards with ease and enters the Spire once more. Unlock the Silent as a playable character. What the hell? Is this like... Are these kind of like trophies or like the achievements and everything? But also gives like little story beats. There's the timeline, the compendium, and everything. Awesome. Alright, so we didn't beat our first run. Kind of to be expected because, as everyone knows, roguelites, you start off very weak. Incrementally get stronger with unlocks and stuff like that. But Slay the Spire 2 is out. I'm going to be playing as much of this as I can today. And recording content for the future. So thank you guys for joining me for this video. If you guys like it, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything else. And let me know how you guys are liking Slay the Spire, or if you were, you know, looking forward to it like I was. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.